are now listening. You are now listening to the Backseat Wrestler Podcast.
Look at Randy Orton slithering.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hosted by Eric and Elvis.
It's LA Knight's game. Yeah.
Did you see what the hell Tony Khan said on SportsCenter?
It was like an NFL draft. The interview
was during the NFL draft. Yeah.
And he's not even talking about NFL. This dude called AEW the Pepsi of pro wrestling. And I'm like, oh, so he's going to call WWE the Coke of pro wrestling because technically they're better. You got to be honest. And he says they're the Harvey Weinstein of pro wrestling.
Yeah, it was
pretty funny. But it's like,
this dude said. Yeah, but like, why would you go there?
Yeah, he's just taking why you gotta keep taking shots? Just relax and do your show.
It was right there. He could have just said the Coke of pro wrestling,
and we're the Pepsi. We're right there with. Yeah, could have said something like that.
Could have said something like that.
Be honest, but he just takes a shot, another shot at.
He said they're the Harvey Weinstein. Like, God damn,
it's pretty funny, but I get what he means, but that was the previous. Ownership.
Yeah, that was prior to freaking
this era. Prior to this era.
Hello and welcome to the number one wrestling podcast in the world, the Backseat Wrestler Podcast. We are back, better than ever, of course, ready to bring you, of course, weekly podcast wrestling news in regards to WWE and AEW. Of course, we always like to start off with top stories, and that's definitely one of them. What the hell?
This dude, Tony Khan, he's wearing that damn neck brace after the attack. We'll talk about what happened. But.
Which, by the way, like that whole neck brace thing is freaking hilarious.
It's the same Roderick Strong neck brace.
Yeah.
He's bringing back neck awareness. I'll give him that.
Oh, my God. No, but like, I don't know. Like his sell on Dynamite when he got punched by Jack Perry. Did you see that?
Yeah,
my pillow when I was 7 years old.
Punch harder.
He sold better than that. Like my pillow sold better than that when I would wrestle him when I was like 7.
I
don't understand what the fuck kind of sell is that. He died.
Like he died from a gut punch.
Yeah, and then he jumped up and started grabbing his stomach when he realized.
Like, it's not. I know. I forgot. Yeah, he was there for like 3 seconds. And then he started holding his stomach.
Then he started realizing, like, oh wait, it's my stomach. Not
it's a delayed reaction. He took a body shot from a boxer.
Oh my God, that was so stupid. But anyways.
They were roasting him on the Pat McAfee show because he wasn't selling like the neck brace thing. He was moving around like perfectly fine while I was talking. They're like, "Yo, you got to talk like stiff." And what are you doing? Roderick Strong did it perfectly.
Yeah, but it's Roderick Strong. He's like,
I know, but
a really good actor / pro wrestler.
Yeah,
so.
Tony Khan obviously is not, and then he keeps taking shots at WWE.
The boy could have just practiced at least just a bit. Like I sold better than that when I was like 5.
Remember when you wore the neck brace for one episode? Remember the Halloween?
Yeah, with the Halloween.
You sold it.
Yeah. For the Halloween episode, I had a neck brace. Yeah, and I sold it perfectly fine. Anyways, in terms of the Harvey Weinstein of pro wrestling, I guess we can say.
I understand what he's saying. It was pretty funny in the moment, but at the same time, it's like you got to relax with the taking shots of the WWE. So no,
exactly. Well, what he was referring to was obviously Vince McMahon.
No, I know. Yeah.
And to segue into the next freaking top story, Vince McMahon has officially sold all of his TKO and WWE stock, so he is no longer affiliated with it whatsoever. I'm not sure if he got that $2.2 billion that they claimed it was, but if he did, holy crap!
I already know he's already a billionaire, so he's
what he's going to do with that money?
Could just retire.
No idea. He's probably just going to retire. However, as we said last week, there were some rumors of him.
And I still keep reading them.
Yeah.
I keep seeing it's either make his own another new company or invest in another one that's just coming up or something.
Yeah.
Which I don't really know that's not really much unless he invests in TNA or something.
Yeah, we're about to see Vinnie Mac in the freaking Impact Zone. The Impact Zone where he's just going to show up on AEW. Imagine that. That'd be insane.
No. That's after what Tony Khan
he's definitely not. I'm just saying.
He's not going to help the competitor of WWE.
But what if? That's
it's always a what if, but it's like nah.
But yeah, other than that, there isn't really much top stories. Of course, we can just get into WWE Raw. So let's get into that now. Of course, WWE Raw this week I thought it was pretty good. It was a lot of fun moments. It had a couple good build-ups.
Just building up some backlash. So.
Exactly, yeah. It was the Raw before the draft, which, by the way, the draft for SmackDown was freaking stupid. I'm just going to say that. We'll talk about it on SmackDown. But anyways, this was the Raw where they're going to crown a new women's champion. We can talk about that. That was the main event. But the women's champion, it was a battle royale to see who the hell was going to win. I for sure thought they were just going to hand it to Liv Morgan. But of course, they handed it to Becky Lynch
again.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
It's like at this point, she like Hulk Hogan. She just she doesn't put over all the talent.
Well, that's the thing. She does put over talent. I'm gonna give Becky props. I don't even really think it's her fault. She's a great wrestler. It's just more so like you kind of think that they would.
No, but
want
I'm
to
also blaming them
new.
like they would like WWE yourself too. They couldn't. They could have gave it to a young like up and coming, like obviously Liv Morgan, but you still got like really good wrestlers. Or I think Shayna Baszler, they could make her a dominant champion, especially with the MMA background. Zoe Stark's a good wrestler. She's up and coming.
Well, I honestly feel like they're probably just gonna have Becky Lynch lose that title, her first defense against Liv Morgan. And
then obviously when Rhea comes back,
and then Liv's just gonna hold that title and dominate. Do you see some people are calling for a custody of Dominic Mysterio match between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley?
Oh my god,
that'd be freaking hilarious.
Wait, but what the hell does that have to do with Liv Morgan though?
Well, because like I think they had like a quick interaction backstage as well, but I'm pretty sure Dom is out too for like 9 months. He's injured. Yeah, Dom Mysterio was injured as well. That's from what I read.
He was in the thing, but he's not cleared, right? He was at Raw.
No, he's not cleared. He's not cleared.
Yeah, but he was at Raw.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he had an actual injury.
I know.
Yeah, this even honestly. What am I talking about?
I'm pretty sure he's actually injured.
I thought it was just like a gimmick a little bit. But
no, so him and Rhea are out. So maybe they come back together.
There goes the Judgment Day.
Yeah, we'll see.
They already look like they're imploding.
Little by little, yeah.
Damian Priest was saying that he doesn't need them.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that too. The opening segment was, of course, Damian Priest. Well, Jay Uso came out first. Jay Uso came out first. Of course, he's the number one contender for Damian Priest's title. Basically, hyping himself up.
Yeah.
Damian Priest comes out. They, of course, have a little back and forth. I thought it was pretty funny, some of the back and forth that they were having. Priest saying that he respects Jay, that they used to hang out all the time. Jay saying that the only reason why he's like the leader of the Judgment Day is because Mommy's injured.
Yeah,
just roasting he did that shit from Friday After Next, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was Friday After Next.
Yeah.
Where he was like, tell Mommy I said ha.
Nah.
That was funny as hell. But yeah, of course they're gonna have a match. Adds that backlash.
JD McDonough tried to attack him. He tried to sneak Jay from behind.
Yeah,
but he super kicked Damian Priest.
Yeah, so that's what he means when their whole imploding thing's gonna happen.
Also, we saw Damian Priest. Was it? I don't know. Was it even this week or was it last? Where he told them like, I don't need you guys.
I think it was
you guys need me. Yeah,
remember? It was last week. Yeah, it was last week.
So that started there. Then now he just got super picked by JD.
Yeah.
They also keep losing. Other than him, everybody else is losing. So he kind of makes sense what he's saying. What the hell is Finn Balor?
I don't know. I didn't see him this week.
It
would be cool for him to lose the title by the Judgment Day imploding and like
causing him the title.
Costing him the title. Yeah, exactly. That'd be pretty cool to see.
Yeah. Who do you think he would lose to?
Well, I'm a huge fan of Jey Uso, but I don't think he's going to lose the title.
Soon,
I don't think he's going to lose it too soon. I would love for Jey Uso to win because I think he deserves it. He's pretty good. He's funny as hell on the mic.
Too soon. It's just happening.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know who, but I would love for Jey to win, but it's way too soon. If he does win, I'm not going to complain. Just saying, but but obviously, I think it's way too soon for that. We also had another match. Of course, it was a World Tag Team Championship match. DIY earned this title match last week. So it was Awesome Truth versus DIY.
It was DX. Not
DX.
Our Truth.
Yeah, but anyways, Awesome Truth picked up the win. The major story that happened was like when Awesome Truth picked up the win, they tried to do
shake hands,
and Tommaso Ciampa refused and didn't kind of looked at Johnny Gargano dirty. So I'm not sure if they're gonna start the implosion of DIY already.
I'd like to see it because I've never been invested in the team, but I'll be invested in a few.
I'll be invested in the few too.
I mean,
I don't know what they need to do because NXT, the NXT rivalry was so freaking fire. It was probably my favorite rivalry.
I feel like
in
sometimes
NXT.
WWE tries to recreate some of the same storylines in NXT, and then they never come out the same.
Well, you can't do the same thing twice. That's why.
But we're hoping for remember Gunther and Ilya Dragunov, but I don't know if they can top what happened in NXT. But
yeah, Ilya Dragunov getting drafted on Raw for sure, 100%. He's definitely getting drafted on Raw because.
I'm surprised Gunther or him didn't get drafted yet.
That's what I'm saying. That whole drafting is freaking stupid.
They picked they didn't even pick any top guys. Too many top.
Well, not only that. All right, let's get into it a bit right now. The draft was fucking stupid because they literally just drafted the same people onto the same fucking roster, except for 3 different people.
It was a couple others. Yeah,
it was really, really dumb. I thought it was
I'm trying to think of
stupid.
who was different, other than the NXT.
Braun Breaker.
Other than, because he wasn't
That's
really
it.
signed. And then like Carmelo Hayes from NXT and stuff.
Yeah, but that's it. Like all like the main like roster
The
people,
main
they
people.
stayed on the same thing. The Bloodline stayed on SmackDown. Seth Rollins stayed on Raw. It's like it's
you're
so
right.
dumb.
And Nia Jax stayed on Raw. She was
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Alpha Academy. I think they went to Raw now. I think that's the only. Big
By the way,
difference.
they're imploding too.
Yeah, no, I think they're gonna stick together for a little while.
Well, not imploding, but like this dude's getting serious with them.
Yeah, we can talk about that right now. Of course, Alpha Academy, or of course Chad Gable, the main guy, came out with Alpha Academy behind him, basically saying that like he's done helping people like that are trash. He basically called everybody on his team garbage.
He, one by one, like he went to Akira Tozawa, said you're a loser and stuff. Went to Maxine Dupree, said you haven't done nothing.
Yeah,
called Otis like the biggest disappointment, and
So he basically said, like, the way this is going to work now is everything is going to be for me, and you guys are going to help me win the Intercontinental title, and that's the way it's going to be. And then,
I can see it happening.
Yeah, and then they accepted it. So apparently they're going to help him. They're all going to turn heel with him. Maybe they pick up a couple wins. That'd be pretty cool to see. But I'm really excited to see Chad Gable as a heel.
I mean, they got to do something with Otis too. But
Give Chad Gable some new theme music. Don't let it be freaking garbage like Chad Gable.
No,
and then
I don't know what the
generic freaking theme song. It's gonna be so stupid.
The AJ Styles one is like,
I don't like the.
It ain't hitting.
That's just trash too.
It's like when somebody turns heel, man. Get some nice rock and roll music or something.
Some metal music for sure.
Yeah, like old school.
Yeah, some I Prevail, something like that. Just give him something nice. I don't know.
Sheamus and what was it? Oh, Sheamus versus Nakamura.
Yeah. That was after, of course, the Drew McIntyre promo, which was really funny.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
they went back and forth. Right?
He's like burger after burger after burger. Because Sheamus came a little bit big.
Yeah,
he's coming off a neck injury. Give him some slack. He's gonna get in shape.
Yeah,
he already looks a million times better than he did like 2 weeks ago or last week, whatever the hell it was. But anyways, Sheamus and McIntyre looks like they're gonna have a rivalry because Sheamus basically kind of made quick work of
they continue,
Shinsuke.
so they just continue to bury Shinsuke.
Yeah, they're just burying
at
Shinsuke.
this point. Release him, let him go to AEW.
Yeah, or just go back to New Japan.
AEW treats his Japanese wrestlers better.
I feel like
but if he goes back to New Japan, like I said, he can still appear in AEW. There's a lot of New Japan.
Well, yeah, he can show up like at Forbidden Door.
So I'm saying that'd be fire.
I feel like he would. Like I feel like New Japan would like benefit really well off of him going there because they kind of need.
Well, I'm saying, but still, nice. Even AEW will be lit.
Yeah, but there's no space for him. AEW doesn't even have space for their roster now, so there's no point in him going there. That's just my opinion.
Right.
Chad Gable promo. We already talked about that, of course. The Chad Gable promo.
The New Day versus Imperium. Well, Gunther, remember he had the.
Well, yeah. Gunther is going. He's gonna do the whole King of the Ring tournament. So I guess they're gonna make a big deal with the King of the Ring again. They do it like every 3 years and make a big deal.
He was like thanking Sami Zayn, forgetting that huge thing off his shoulders and stuff. That he's not the champion no more.
Yeah,
but it was a fun little promo. But then we had the New Day versus Imperium. The New Day picked up the win, and then what happened after was crazy.
Oh yeah.
Ludwig just beat the hell out of Vinci.
Yeah, Vinci. But he beat the crap out of him to basically show Gunther like, I'm with you.
He's done with him, yeah. And then he smashed his head like in the stairs, like drop kicked him.
Yeah, the crowd was really into it, which I really liked a lot.
Because Ludwig has a lot of I think he has potential.
He has a lot of potential. Yeah, 100%. As like a great heel.
Yeah, and he could be
a good heel.
Maybe not world champion, but as an IC or United States, he has a lot of potential.
I see him as like a top tier, like a middle between mid card and main event. That's where I see him. Perfect in there. Like he can fight for the main title, but I don't think he'll win.
He won't win it. Yeah. But he can win a secondary title.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, that's where I see him for sure. I'm excited to see what's going to come out of that because obviously he's kicked out of Imperium.
Vinci's done.
Yeah, Vinci's done. I'm not sure.
I don't think I've ever seen him win a match.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna get released or he's just gonna go to NXT something because he needs to
or do another gimmick or something.
That's what I'm saying. He needs to change his gimmick up. He can't just stay as
obviously he won't be
the
able
guy
to use
who got kicked out of Imperium.
Yeah, and he won't be able to use that music in that.
Yeah, so we'll see. We also had Ricochet and Andrade versus JD and Santos Escobar. Of course, this match was whatever, I guess. Ricochet and Andrade defeated them. It was a decent match. I mean, of course, Escobar looked freaking great. Ricochet is always going to look good, obviously. But I thought it was a good match. It was whatever, though. I didn't really care for it. They just keep on trying to build up Ricochet because he's going to win that WWE Speed title.
And I forgot about
It's on X. That's why. I don't really watch it. It's on X on Wednesdays at noon.
Nobody's going to watch that.
People are watching it already. I think the finals is this Wednesday.
I haven't watched nothing.
Yeah, so
I don't even have X, so
yeah, I don't really use it either. That's why. Battle Royale for the Women's Championship, which we already talked about. Of course, that was a fun back and forth until, I thought that Liv Morgan was going to win, but of course, Becky Lynch picked up the win.
we basically went through all the main parts, couple little backstage interactions here and there.
Yeah.
Nothing too serious, though.
Nothing crazy. Yeah, this Raw was just kind of.
They were also building up for the draft too, which that happened on Friday. The day.
Really trash draft. I thought the draft
I don't know if
garbage.
it was trash. It's just like kind of made no sense in the way and the people they picked.
Yeah, I thought.
Then nothing big happened. Like imagine if they would have drafted the Bloodline on Raw and then like big changes, right?
Yeah.
But no,
they didn't do anything like that. Maybe we'll see some stuff like that on Raw.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. They have to.
See.
If not, it'll just be the stupidest draft in history.
Yeah.
Remember the surprise things? Like remember when John Cena got drafted to Raw back then, like in 2005, Undertaker got drafted and he looked pissed. Remember that?
Yeah, that was some crazy.
That's when the draft was good.
That was when it was good. But anyways, yeah, let's just get into the SmackDown drafts of this week. Yeah, see into that. All right, let's get into the WWE SmackDown review. Of course, this was the WWE draft version of SmackDown, which I thought the draft was freaking stupid and ridiculous and made no sense to me, but it was whatever. Of course, show started off. I guess you just want to start off with that. Of course, it was just the AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes contract signing. I don't think anything special happened there. I think it was just a contract signing.
Yeah, they had a little quick promo. Nothing bad was said. They shook hands.
Yeah, that's. I thought it was like the dumbest contract signing.
I think contract signings are stupid in general because the other matches don't have contract signings. Why does they have to pick a random one?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was dumb. But anyways, back and forth. Oh, I'm gonna beat you. We'll see.
That's it.
Handshake.
Yeah, it was.
That's literally
it.
You
have to mention.
Yeah. Anyways, that led into the first draft picks of the night because I guess like Triple H came out and he was like, "Hey, look at my champion, yay!"
Yeah, but I'm gonna. Yeah, exactly. But I'll just like run down all the picks instead of just doing every single segment. They did.
Go for it.
But they also like they brought on Teddy Long a couple times to answer picks. JBL.
They had the Dudley Boys, which was pretty cool. Tori
yeah.
Wilson and what was it? Michelle McCool. That was pretty cool.
So for Smack, let me show you. I'm just gonna run down SmackDown. Their number one pick was beyond. Well, let's say the champions were protected; they couldn't get drafted.
Yeah, that was stupid too.
Yeah,
because I thought it was always fun seeing like maybe like the IC in the US like switch, but
exactly. But anyways, SmackDown chose Bianca Belair with their first pick. Then they also picked Carmelo Hayes, Randy Orton, Nia Jax, LA Knight, and the Bloodline with Soa, Tama Tonga, and Paul Heyman. AJ Styles and Andrade.
Yeah.
Those were their. That's the first night. There's still Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Raw chose Jey Uso with their first pick, but they also chose Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, the only one that changed. Liv Morgan, same. Ricochet,
same.
Sheamus, Alpha Academy, Kiana James.
Yeah, that's it.
So Kiana James probably the only one that's from NXT.
Well, Alpha Academy, aren't they? No, they're Alpha Academy.
They've been on Raw.
What am I saying?
No, but wait, hold up. So they didn't chase anybody
except for maybe Sheamus. No,
Sheamus was on Raw. So it was Braun Breaker, but he wasn't really
Braun Breaker. Yeah, but he's still basically coming up.
Yeah,
that's it.
We also had Carmelo Hayes. He came out like after that first two picks when he got chose, which was a kind of surprise, and he challenged Cody right away, which was the main event.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. It was like a good showcase for Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah.
We can talk about the main event now. At one point, people thought that Cody Rhodes got injured because he fell on his shoulder.
They both went from that Cody cutter at the same time.
Yeah.
But they say, I guess, Carmelo Hayes went way too soon.
Yeah.
So he landed and Cody went. And he did land right on the shoulder.
Completely on his shoulder.
And held like his bicep. And he was holding it.
Yeah. If he comes out next week with a freaking brace, the hate that Carmelo Hayes is going to receive is going to be crazy. Which he not deserved at all. Just saying.
Accidents happen. It's not like he slammed. Oh, what the hell?
Exactly.
It's not like he slammed him or something. It's just.
It's freaking ridiculous, though, like that happened. Hopefully he's not injured. But anyways, Cody Rhodes obviously won. But it was a good showcase for Carmelo Hayes onto the main roster. That's it. Throughout the night, we had a couple of other matches. We had freaking, for the 150 millionth fucking time, LWO versus Legado del Fantasma, which I had no freaking interest in seeing.
It was just Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus like the other two members of Legado.
Yeah.
Not the main one, obviously.
Nobody cares about the fucking match. Nobody cares.
LWO won, nobody cares.
Yeah. After the match was what kind of happened was Santos Escobar shows the footage. It shows that Carlito's the one to attack Dragon Lee.
They were celebrating in the ring with Carlito. Yeah.
Carlito obviously looks surprised. Then he attacks Dragon Lee, pushes Rey Mysterio, and runs away while Rey chases him down. That's it.
Yeah, like before they had a chance to even react, he just attacked them, and then
I feel like that whole rivalry is so played out now that I'm not interested at all.
Yeah.
I don't care about.
I mean, I the only thing I like to see Carlito heel, and I want that old music back.
No, I would love to see Carlito heel, get back on the mic, because when he's actually good on the mic. I remember seeing him on the mic when I was younger.
His debut was fire.
Was Cena? Yeah.
He went on the mic, attacked Cena, spin in his face, and then in the main event beat him for the United States Championship. That was insane. That's actually one of the best debuts I've seen.
Yeah, for sure. It's up there with like Kevin Owens when he interrupted John Cena.
But like he actually had a match the same night. That was like
that was insane. But yeah, I'm excited for Carlito because I want him to get his old theme music back, and I want to see him as a heel. Mick Carter doing really good things, but in terms of LWO versus Legado,
we're tired of this.
Can you please stop? Like, just because they're both like Latinos, like you got to be like, oh, they got to face each other because they hate each other. It's like, what the hell? Like, it's so stupid. Like, just put them against somebody else. It's so dumb. I'm tired of it. Anyways, we also had Braun Breaker. I wrote this down because it was funny. Braun Breaker versus Cedric Alexander.
Smashed him.
It was like a 10-second match. Breaker won, obviously. And he got drafted to Raw, which we already talked about. That dude's going to be a freaking world champion soon. Like, very soon. Which I'm kind of happy for, honestly. I can see him being the one being the one to defeat Damian Priest, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Because, like...
Well, this was on SmackDown, and then he got drafted
to Raw. Yeah, so I can see him being the guy who beats Damian Priest eventually. I don't see Damian Priest holding that title for longer than 6 months, by the way.
No, I don't think it's going to be a long title reign.
Yeah, at all. I don't see him holding it for longer than 6 months. I feel like I can see him losing it like at SummerSlam, to be honest. That's probably when he is going to lose it. We'll see. They usually have like a big title change at SummerSlam, which is in August.
And they do SummerSlam like in a big stadium too.
Yeah. And they're not going to make Cody lose. I feel like he's going to hold that title for a while. So I'm pretty sure Damian Priest is going to be the guy that loses the title.
Yeah, probably.
But we'll see. We also had Solo backstage mad at Paul Heyman because they haven't been drafted yet. Of course, they were talking out throughout the night that like because they attacked and like did that whole car incident last week, that kind of like hurt their draft stock or something like that. Yeah. They got interrupted by KO, who attacked
who started just beating them up.
Tonga and Solo. Later on, they actually started fighting in the ring.
They jumped Kevin Owens. Randy Orton made the save, but they smashed him.
Yeah. So pretty sure we're probably gonna get Randy Orton versus KO next week. No, Randy Orton and KO versus.
No, they made it for Backlash.
Oh, for Backlash. I
just saw that like not too long ago.
I hope Tonga and Solo win because they kind of need
win just for to build the storyline. You don't want.
Yeah.
You're gonna build Solo but have him lose again, right?
Yeah, it'd be freaking stupid. No, he needs this win.
And then I would like to see Randy
definitely need to win. Also, Jacob Fatu needs to show up already.
Yo, yeah,
I was watching highlights. Yo, this dude guy's a freaking monster. Did you see like he's so athletic for like his.
Yo, he looks like Ricochet, but like in a big in Umaga's body.
Yeah. There's all these rumors he got signed. I'm waiting for him to show up. Oh, maybe he shows up at Backlash, helps him win.
Yeah, well, it's not even a rumor at this point. He's already signed. Yeah, but
he's probably gonna show up at Backlash and help them win, which would be pretty cool.
And unless they bring him to NXT, which I'm like, no, I want to see him on the main roster. This dude
beast.
Looks like more seasoned than half the regular roster.
He looks more seasoned than Solo and all them. Like he's actually been wrestling longer though, but still, the guy's a monster.
He looks crazy.
Yeah. Other than that, we also had Tiff Stratton versus Naomi. That match was pretty good, but then again, it ended the same thing as last week, where it was a DQ.
Nia Jax attacked them.
Was it Nia Jax?
Yeah, Nia came on, attacked Naomi and Bayley, and then Tiffany ended up hitting a moonsault on both Bayley and
that's what happened. Yeah,
and Tiff on both Bayley and Naomi, and then they made a triple threat for the title. Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, and Bayley at Backlash. Why would you have Nia interrupt if she doesn't even get thrown into the match?
I don't know.
If I were her, I'd be pissed.
She got drafted to SmackDown, right?
No, she got drafted to Raw. No, what's
SmackDown? Yeah.
But
she was like the third pick or something. It was like something like why? Like I don't know. The draft picks were so stupid this year.
The order of it, made no sense.
It made no sense. There's so many better people.
Gunther never got drafted yet.
Yeah. Stupid. By the way, really dumb that he didn't get drafted.
He's literally he could probably be my number one. I think that dude's
he should have been number one pick, but it's whatever. Gunther didn't get drafted. Well, Roman obviously because he couldn't. He
backed out.
He backed out of the
but he's staying on SmackDown anyway. Bloodline.
Exactly. Yeah,
Andrade got drafted to SmackDown also. That to be an LWO bullshit again, probably.
that LWO. I'm so tired of the LWO versus Legado.
It's like remember what was it, the Final Testament versus the Street Profits?
Yeah, I don't care about that shit either.
That's
just so
shit stupid as hell.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'm hoping that they separate a tag team, like separate Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. That'd be pretty cool. Do that. Like, remember?
I'm trying to think of another.
Remember
tag
when they
team
used to
could.
separate tag teams? Like that was pretty cool. Now
so they can become solo.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else can be separated.
I think that's it. Honestly, that's literally it.
Well, I'm trying to see Randy Orton and Kevin Owens team up. I want to see like Randy Orton, the Viper by himself.
Oh yeah, but I mean they're not going to stay a tag team. They're more
unless he RKO's Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, that was basically it for SmackDown.
Mostly draft night. It wasn't really that much.
It was mostly draft night with a couple of like filler matches. Honestly, the draft night was freaking stupid. Hopefully Raw is better when it comes to the draft, but we'll freaking see, I guess. But yeah, I guess we can get, and there goes Adam Cole. Getting injured again. Jesus Christ. All right. Anyways, yeah, we can get into AEW Dynamite. I thought Dynamite this week was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Collision, it was whatever, to be honest. But yeah, let's just get into that now. All right, let's get into the AEW Dynamite review. This Dynamite was...
It was solid.
Yeah, I guess so. It was pretty solid. I know I'm looking at it. Actually,
back at Daily's
I thought it was whatever.
It was all right.
Yeah. Then again, Dynamite recently it's just been all right. You can't really say it's been fantastic, but
kind of like Collision. Collision hasn't been good for.
Yeah. But anyways, let's just get into it. Opening thing was, of course, Trent attacking Orange Cassidy, demanding Chuck to, of course, join him in his, I guess, heel-ness now. Yeah. And Chuck said no, basically.
Yeah, he attacked Trent, and then he got on the mic and said he always knew he was a piece of shit. Yeah. And he wants to fight him.
Yeah. They ended up having a freaking parking lot brawl on Rampage. We'll talk about that later.
We'll watch.
Yeah. It was on Rampage. It was right after Collision. So we'll talk about that later. But of course, we also had Swerve in his first match as champion. Didn't really have a freaking promo. He had his promo on Collision, which was weird.
Yeah.
He should have had it here, but they had it on Collision. I don't know. Dumb. Anyways, he defeated Kyle Fletcher in a pretty cool match.
Backwards, though, yeah. He should have had the promo first, and then he could have had the match on Collision.
Exactly. But he did fight at Collision, too. So I guess it makes sense. But anyways, Kyle Fletcher, as we all know, is going to be a freaking future champion of AEW. He's a freaking beast. I think they should give him more mic time so that he can like show more of his personality.
A lot of these guys, a lot of people aren't getting mic time. They put on way too many matches on AEW.
Yeah, they need more mic time.
They do like one promo.
Themselves. Yeah, they really, because like if you like, we need to invest in these characters, and I just know Kyle Fletcher is going to be a freaking beast on the mic. He kind of seems like it. He's already amazing on a freaking in the ring. Like just show what the hell he can do on the mic.
See, now that I'm looking at it, it's like 2 promos, and the rest was just a lot. Yeah, and some of the matches were pretty good, but it's just. Like, you gotta sell some of the matches too. You can't just put on random matches. Like again, what does Kyle Fletcher have to do with Swerve Strickland? It's another thing that pisses me off.
We also had Willow TBS Championship celebration. She was interrupted by Mercedes Moné. Willow was asking Moné if like you blame me for being injured because it wasn't on accident. It was on accident. It wasn't on purpose. Moné says, "Are you asking me if I blame you for Owens' ending my career?" Cough page. They will face each other at Double or Nothing. Yeah, because it looks like you kind of did the same thing to Paige. I know it was by accident. I'm just saying, like, as in your character. Like, if your character really said that, it's kind of funny because, like, you did the same thing to Paige.
Shit to somebody else.
Yeah, so it's kind of like two-faced for the character. I'm not talking about in person, obviously. It was by accident, but I thought it was funny. Anyways, they're gonna face each other at Double or Nothing. Pretty fun match. I think Mercedes Moné wins. I don't see her not winning her first match. She hasn't even had a match on AEW yet, right? Has she?
Then she had a tag team.
I don't think.
I
don't think she's had a match yet.
Lost.
And if she did, then I completely forgot about it.
Yeah. So it's because this is put on too many matches.
Yeah. Casino Gauntlet match. This was basically like whoever gets pinned first loses. It was really whoever gets the pinfall first wins, I guess.
Yeah. It was the number 1 contenders.
Yeah, to see who fights in international championship. At one point, I thought it was pretty cool because Will Ospreay was going to hit his Tiger Driver 91 on Kyle O'Reilly, but then he stopped because last week he said that he was going to not last week, at the press conference at the end of the pay-per-view, he said he was going to retire that move because he quote unquote injured Bryan Danielson with it. I don't really think Bryan Danielson's actually
No,
injured.
it's just
Storyline, yeah. It's obviously storyline because he was about to hit it and then he did it. I feel like maybe they're gonna play into that at like maybe at a title match or something.
Well,
like
we saw
he eventually hits it or something.
Don Callis was like saying like he needs to don't be too soft, hit that finisher.
Yeah,
you know.
I don't know. We'll see. I feel like eventually he's gonna hit it. Maybe he hits it and goes heel. We'll see.
Yeah. Anyways, he wins.
Yeah, he won. He picked up the win. He's going to face of course. What the fuck's his name? Roderick Strong. Yeah, he's gonna fight. He's gonna face Roderick Strong at Double or Nothing. I got Will Ospreay a million times over.
Only thing is, I think Will Ospreay's a lot better than international championship worthy. But
yeah, I think the only way he loses is he's gonna try to hit the Tiger Drive 91, decide not to do it, and then he gets attacked by somebody from Undisputed Kingdom, and then he gets.
They can do it. They can do an Adam Cole feud. Well, I don't even know if he's actually clear. I know he took off the thing. And
he's walking now, so he's fine. But I don't know if he's fully clear.
Yeah, because walking has nothing to do with wrestling.
No, I feel like his first match back is going to be at Forbidden Door, and then MJF is going to interrupt because it's in Long Island.
That's true.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
It's kind of like CM Punk. Remember, he took out the brace, but I don't think he's fully cleared yet.
Yeah, exactly. No, he's not fully clear yet. I'm pretty sure it'd be really cool for him to have a match at Forbidden Door, and then get interrupted by MJF.
Of course, that's. You have to finish that rivalry.
That's going to be MJF's first rivalry.
I mean, it barely even started, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what he's waiting for. It's just for Adam Cole to get cleared. So hopefully it's at Forbidden Door. We'll see, though. I mean,
if it's not, it's just a huge miss.
A humongous miss if that's the case. But yeah, super excited for that. I really want Will Ospreay to win. That'd be pretty cool if he does, but I understand if he doesn't. We also had Hobbs versus Moxley for the IWGP title. Mox wins, but he gets stared down by Takeshita, who was wearing basically Goku pants. Like he was wearing like Dragon Ball Z freaking like training pants, which was weird.
He put Hobbs to sleep.
Yeah, he knocked out Hobbs. Yeah, that was pretty cool. But of course, now it looks like we're going to get Takeshita versus Moxley, which I'm all here for.
Yeah, I really like. I've been saying it for a while. I think he's main event worthy. Takeshita's a beast.
I'm not sure when the hell they're going to have it. Maybe at Double.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be Double.
Yeah,
I'll probably take Takeshita.
You do? You think so?
Because Mox,
I don't think
he's been wrestling a little too much.
Yeah, but I don't think they would do that just because Takeshita, he never worked for New Japan. He worked for what the hell is the other wrestling company?
He never worked New Japan.
No, he worked for the other company in Japan. Which I completely forgot about the freaking name, but they had like a rivalry. So I don't think they would put the IWGP title on a guy who was from that company. That's just my opinion. Because obviously,
now it makes sense.
Yeah, honestly, New Japan is going to be the person who decides who wins that match. It's not going to be. Yeah, but it's not going to be AEW who decides.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying New Japan, but like we want you to catch them.
I don't think it would be, but we'll see. Then of course the main event segment, because like I said, like we're running through this, but it's because not much really freaking happened.
Yeah, you had a little match, Anna Jay and Mina Shirakawa, where Mina won.
Yeah, and then Serena D came back. I forgot to mention that.
Mariah May came out and got choked out.
Serena D came back. She said she's going after the title. That's going to be fun to watch because she's a great wrestler. But I still got Toni Storm, just saying. Okay, we also had Jack Perry calls out Tony Khan. This was like the main event thing that happened. The thing we were talking about in the beginning, which I thought was funny as hell. Perry says that all he's ever wanted, what was best for AEW. He asks Tony to reinstate him, gives him a hug, smirks into the camera. Oh, that was funny. And then he hits Tony in the stomach, and this is what the fuck I was talking about, that my pillow sells better than Tony Khan because Tony got hit in the stomach, fell flat down, knocked out.
Like, yo.
And then 3 seconds later, I was like, oh, wait, hit me in my stomach. Yeah.
Yo, he fell flat like one of those old GTA characters from Vice City. You know when he said they used to fall flat and then they get up out of nowhere like nothing happened?
Exactly. Yeah, that's definitely how he fell.
Like, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know.
It just looked too stupid.
His cell was so dumb. Anyways, the Elite come out. They're kind of telling Jack Perry, what the hell are you doing? And then they join in and they start beating the shit out of Tony Khan. And then they hit him with a TK driver.
Melted driver.
Yeah, melted driver, whatever the hell you want to call it. Hostile takeover of AEW looks like. My favorite part about the whole thing though was like as this was happening, like after they knocked him out and like all the medical team and stuff was checking on Tony, like yelling at the Young Bucks. Yeah. They were like, "Oh, what a great show! Like, thank you. What a great show! Like, what a great
fucking stupid.
Yeah, like what a great show tonight! Like everybody did fantastic. Thank you guys so much for coming." They were like thanking the crowd and shit. I thought it was so stupid.
Tony Khan's dad came out too.
Yeah, he was looking at his son, so disappointed.
He had like a pissed, disappointed face.
He was
even
like,
look
I gave
concerned.
you money for this, son.
First of all, I think that Meltzer drive is dumb. Like that flip off the rope does absolutely nothing to the pile driver.
It looks cool.
It looks cool, but he didn't even actually like grab him or anything.
No, it looks cool. I just thought it was funny.
But I like the idea of like a hostile takeover. Their executive vice presidents, they're not the actual owners, but they're taking.
Oh no,
over.
no. Let me make this clear. I love this storyline.
This is something
I think it's
needed.
gonna be great. I just think the execution by Tony Khan was fucking awful, and it made it really bad start.
I mean, you can't really. He's not a wrestler. Like, remember, Vince McMahon used to do awful selling, like way awful.
Okay,
with the stunner. Remember?
Not a fan of Vince at all, but his selling was a million times better than Tony Khan's.
Oh, as he got older, his selling was terrible. I know, whatever.
But at that age, come on now.
Yeah, Tony Khan's young, so he could.
But you're right. It was funny because Tony Khan's dad came out and just looked at him like, I gave you all this money for this.
He's rich. He's a rich man. And he's like...
It was funny. But, yeah. Looks like we're finally going to get like a hostile takeover.
A huge company type storyline. Like, not just with wrestling. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, in other big news, Kenny Omega's coming back next week. I'm not sure if he's cleared to wrestle, but he's definitely going to be there. It's his hometown.
He's going to get a huge ovation.
Yeah. So super excited for that. I want to see what the hell he's going to say because he's not in the elite anymore. He got kicked out on his day off, which was funny.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to be a good situation. The elite interrupting and let's see what happens.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm not sure if he's cleared to wrestle yet. Maybe he is, but he's not going to wrestle till a pay-per-view, which is probably going to be best. One of the things that I was thinking about, which would be pretty cool, is if at like either Forbidden Door or maybe like a pay-per-view coming up, they do now obviously not a Double or Nothing, but they do like Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega versus the Young Bucks. That'd be pretty cool because it'd be a good way to show Kenny Omega in the ring without being on his own. I come back from a good injury.
I understand he's coming back next week as his hometown, but I like seeing surprise returns like at pay-per-views. It always just makes it seem better.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm excited to see Kenny Omega. They're trying to sell tickets. It makes sense for them to call him out to say he's going to be there. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's basically it for Dynamite. I guess we can get into our AEW Collision review right now. All right, let's get into the AEW Collision review. Of course, this is the Collision that nothing really happened
for the last couple months already.
Yeah.
Right? At this point, Collision's almost turning to Rampage, and they need to freaking build it up again.
I don't know. It's weird because like whenever we say something like that, they have like a banging Collision the next week, and then it just goes back to being shit.
So we're gonna have to keep talking shit about it every week. Maybe we'll start getting stuff.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll talk about it now. So of course the show opened up with Swerve finally getting his freaking promo after winning.
Should have been Dynamite.
Basically he's saying like, oh, like what the Elite did to Tony Khan, it was a bitch move. He says that he's going to set up an open challenge for that was answered by Claudio Castagnoli. That's how you say his name, right? Claudio Cannoli. No.
He's a good wrestler, though. I like him.
Yeah, anyways, he's setting up an open challenge, saying that he wants somebody to face him tonight. It's answered by Claudio. Claudio sounds like the freaking Terminator when he's answering, though. It was so freaking stupid. I think he said something like, I accept. Like he said, just like that. Like, motherfucker sounded just like the Terminator.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And then like the crowd was like, whose house? And they said Swerve's house. And he stole the mic again. He was like, it's gonna be mine. Like, and he just walked away. Like, motherfuckers sound like the Terminator. Terrible fucking mic skills. Just saying. But anyways, they wrestled later on tonight. It was a great match. Good back and forth. But of course, Swerve obviously picked up the win. That was the main event for Collision. There's not really much else you can talk about there. They did announce that we're gonna find out who's going to face Swerve next week on Dynamite. At Double or Nothing. So I guess we're gonna find out who the hell is gonna face
instead
him.
of making them an actual storyline. They're just gonna find out who he's gonna face.
Yeah,
that's why I don't like it.
Well, it's because like how the hell are you supposed to prepare for it? He just won it.
No, I know, but like,
and it's like 2 weeks away.
It's like you have people attacking him or do something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But maybe we'll get that on Dynamite. We'll see.
Probably.
And obviously Swerve's gonna win his first title defense. We also have Bullet Club Gold versus Top Flight. Bullet Club Gold ended up picking up the win. There's not really much else to say there. Ray Phoenix, his first match back, thank God.
Yeah.
He was out since October, apparently, which is a long ass time.
I'm glad he's back because I want to see them, both of them.
Yeah. And then, of course, he was facing the Beast Muertos or Muertos. I'm not sure.
Yes, I think it was Mortals.
Yeah, I don't think it was Muertos.
Well,
I think it was Mortals. But
I know he's Mexican, too.
Yeah. He has like a really creepy, like, demon mask type thing, like a bullhorn mask. Ray Phoenix ended up picking up the win in his first match back. That match was actually really good. I thought it was a really fun match. I think it was probably my favorite match of the night. It was pretty cool. Happy to see Ray Phoenix back. Another good thing that they said about Ray Phoenix is he's only him, and I think he's the second person, because Kenny Omega's the only other person to win the singles title, a tag team title, and the trios titles. So he's held all three.
Oh yeah, the Lucha Bros.
Yeah,
I want to see them versus Young Bucks.
Yeah,
again.
I'm happy that maybe they can freaking come back and start having their tag team matches again because their tag team matches are crazy. We also had Toni Storm versus Anna Jay. Toni Storm ended up picking up the win. Again, not really much to say there. Mariah May, of course, interrupted a little bit. Yeah,
that's
it's just the same thing. Grizzled Young Vets in their AEW debut. I was pretty happy to see them in AEW. They were, of course, really big and popular on the NXT roster during the Black and Gold era. They made their debut versus the Acclaimed. I thought for sure they were going to make Grizzled Young Vets win because that would have been cool, but no, they made the Acclaimed win. They didn't need this win. I felt like Grizzled Young Vets would have benefited a lot more by winning.
Got to build up a new team.
Exactly. But anyways, the Acclaimed won. Again, not much to say there.
It's like every match you're saying. Not much to say.
Like I've watched it. It was just like
true.
it was just like match.
It was just like a match. It wasn't. There was nothing. Nothing's
no
in the
build up
storyline
in any of these matches except for like maybe the Toni Storm and Anna Jay because of what happened on Dynamite. But that's about it. And then we had
the Chuck Taylor.
Yeah, Chuck Taylor versus Trent in the
parking lot brawl.
I'm pretty sure Trent won that. It was on.
So no more best friends.
Rampage. No more best friends. Get rid of your best friend shirts, apparently.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or you could just get best friends and put a cross on it. There you go. Save your shirt.
Yeah. There wasn't really much that happened on Collision. It was pretty... Like, some of the matches were good, obviously, but we say that every week. Dynamite... Like, AEW's matches are freaking amazing. It's just more so, like, you can't really get into them because there's no story
there's
involved.
no... Like I said, it's like a book. You need, like, a story.
Yeah.
It builds up chapter by chapter. Like... For example, the Bloodline story's been going on a few years, and we're still invested in it.
Yeah, well, I like to think of it as like an action movie. An action movie needs a good story in order for it to be good. You can't just have an action movie.
A guy killing people.
Yeah, a guy like a crazy action scene, but then like there's no story to it. You're not going to be invested.
Something blew up, and he shot this guy, but we don't even know who he is.
Yeah, exactly. We have like no story behind it. So why should we care about this?
That's all I'm saying. Because like
you
said, the matches are great, but I'm not going to be invested in it. I'm just looking at it like, oh, good match. But why did they need this match? Like, I don't know.
And like some AEW diehards, and again, me and him are
we watch it every week.
I love AEW. But some AEW diehards are like, oh, like then go watch WWE. It's like I watch both.
No, I'm
just trying to say like, AEW can benefit off some better storytelling because it would help them.
There's nothing wrong with being honest.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there was a 6-year period in WWE where it was trash, and we would say it.
Yeah. Well, when AEW first started out, I was saying AEW is better than WWE.
Yeah, they came on fire.
Yeah, they were way better.
And then now, I don't know if they had different writers now or something. They just went.
It's Tony Khan.
With the writers.
He's the only writer for them. That's
how.
Yeah, he needs to hire writers.
He needs to be an owner and just hire
people to take care of it for him
because they definitely need some storytelling.
Yeah, for sure.
Hire Jim Cornette. No, I'm just joking.
Hell no,
I'm joking around.
But
no, they need some damn writers, man. We want to see some stories.
Yeah, for sure. But anyways, that was basically it for wrestling this week. Pretty boring week in terms of wrestling.
Yeah, it was kind of off this week.
I don't know. It was pretty boring. I wasn't really invested in anything.
The draft was mid.
Yeah, except for maybe Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. That was funny.
I mean, they can easily have a banger match.
Well, they already had.
Well, they have the same
banger matches, so
actual feud though,
But yeah, that was basically it. We have Backlash this week. I'm pretty sure it's May 4th. May the 4th. Yeah, May 4th. May the 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
Yes, it's also gonna be Star Wars thing. I'm definitely watching Star Wars stuff. Anyways, yeah, that's basically it for, of course, this week of wrestling. Like, comment, subscribe as always. We love you guys so much. Really appreciate all the support that we've been getting.
They'll be in Canada next week, right?
Yeah, so we're gonna film in
video.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe as always. Love you guys so much. Peace.